Opposition leader Issa Tchiroma Bakary has vowed to fight until what he calls the final victory over President Paul Biya. Bakary's supporters took to the streets again yesterday in Douala. At least 23 people have been killed since the weekend. Bakary has denounced the deaths and arrests. And to get an update, we are joined on the line by our correspondent in Cameroon, Moki Kindzeka. Moki, good afternoon and thank you for joining us on Africa Update.
Good afternoon and welcome to Yaoundé. It's always nice being with you.
It's always a pleasure chatting to you, Moki. Protests, supporters, what's happening on the ground in Cameroon?
There is uneasy calm right now in Douala, where there were protests the whole of yesterday and even right to the night. A few business people could be seen opening their businesses this morning. Some children actually went to school. In Yaoundé, there's also calm. In Garoua, a few people came out, but Garoua is more of a ghost town. What is happening now is targeted assaults. That is, the protesters or the supporters of Issa Tchiroma have decided to be destroying public edifices, public infrastructure, in retaliation of the live ammunition that is used on them. So they go behind, hide, and then burn public offices, the senior divisional offices, and the houses of officials identified as those collaborating with the government of Cameroon. Issa Tchiroma has also called for protest on Friday. He says on Friday, every Cameroonian, wherever they are, should come out and march and make sure that, you know, the victory doesn't finally go Paul Biya way. And also there is information that Paul Biya is also preparing his inauguration, which will likely be on the 6th of November, that's next week. And the day coincides with the 40th anniversary celebration of Paul Biya's party, the Cameroon People Democratic Movement. So there is uneasy calm in Cameroon, targeted assaults, and some people are trying to come out of their business to do their businesses. Some children are actually on their way to school. Some who are scared. There is still a heavy presence of the military on streets, on major road junctions.
Now, the protest on Friday that Bakary has called for, is it just for this Friday or is it going to be a continuous thing?
He says people should come out massively on Friday, but he had not called off the protests that were going on already, because in some areas, like in Bafoussam, we got information this morning that there were still protests. So this protest is calling for is for everybody, all Cameroonians, to come out on the street and march peacefully. He's even indicating that they should march to the Unity Palace, that is in Cameroon. The Unity Palace is where the president's office, that they should march there and put pressure on Mr. Biya to hand power.
There are reports, Moki, that at least 23 people have been killed. Has this been confirmed?
It has not been confirmed yet, but every day we keep on seeing videos of people shot. We saw another video this morning of 2 people killed in Douala. So the 22 may just be a figure that is unofficial yet, but people are counting already more than 30. If you count the number of people that have been documented by civil society groups, you see that at least 30 people have been killed. But the government has not yet confirmed the figures.
Now, despite other opposition leaders alleging widespread fraud, the council's decision is final and is not subject to appeal. In terms of the opposition, how are they going to address this issue?
The issue about opposition in Cameroon is that they are so fragmented. You know, as Tchiroma is there protesting, some of them are negotiating deals with the government. Some even already congratulated Mr. Biya for the victory. That was the case of Cabral Libby. And then the Social Democratic Front Party also came out with a cautious statement insinuating that life should continue. So if the opposition were united, I mean, it should have been stronger than what you see. I'm not saying that it's not strong. The protests are very, very strong. A lot of property has been destroyed, but the fragmented opposition is really, you know, hindering what some people think may have been a successful protest this far. Some people think that if Cameroon opposition were really united, then they would have gone far in pressing on Mr. Biya to leave power.
And just for interest's sake, should something happen to Paul Biya, who would then become the president?
Well,
I'm just asking a question because Moki, he's 93 years old.
Listen, the Constitution of the Republic of Cameroon is very clear on it that if the president die or is incapacitated, it's the Speaker of the National Assembly who takes over. The Speaker of the National Assembly himself is 86 years old and is not well. I mean, he is frailer than Mr. Biya is. So that's the person who has to take over and organize election in at least 120 days. But he has been evacuated. Nobody knows where he is now. They say his health is not good at all. So that is the situation. Secondly, the leaders in this country, the Speaker of the National Assembly is about 86 years old. Sorry, the President of the Senate who has to take over is about 90 years old, getting to 90 years old. Then the police chief is 93 years old. All of them who are there who can manage the issues are very old people. That is why the youth are even very angry about this protest. So if something happens to Mr. Biya, we don't pray, people don't pray it happens, although some people are saying that it should. If it happens, it's an 86 to 90-year-old man who will take over and organize the election. And that man himself is not well. He has been evacuated.
Moki, it's always a pleasure. Let's leave it there for today.
I just wanted to add something, if you give us the time.
Yes.
Yes, the issue of the people, friendly countries actually congratulating Paul Biya. We have had Equatorial Guinea congratulating Biya. You know that the president of Equatorial Guinea has been there for more than 45 years. He's one of the longest serving leaders in the world. Then Central African Republic has congratulated Biya. That's a man who also changed the constitution to run for life. The president of Chad, Idriss Deby, took over in a coup, has also congratulated Biya. But the European Union and other countries, Western countries, have been very, very cautious. They are simply saying that Cameroon to go to the negotiating table, to a dialogue table, and be able to make things right before they get out of hand.
Well, Moki, we will leave it here for today, and I guess it will continue as time progresses. That's our correspondent in Cameroon, Moki Kindzeka, ending that discussion. It is 12:53 Central African time, and we're coming to you live from Johannesburg in South Africa.